Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, or I'm a stay-at-home dad and a part-time eBay reseller. And every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. I think we're about halfway to the next subscriber giveaway, so if you're thinking about subscribing, just do it! All the cool kids are doing it. Ask the people in the comments. That's what the cool kids do. I've got 8 orders going out today. Again, another slower sales day, 'cause today is a Monday, so it's a weekend sales. So for a weekend, very slow. This is not me complaining about slow sales. I'm very aware that this time of the year, when people go back to school, is always very slow. People got better things to do, unless you're selling specifically kids' shoes, school supplies, stuff for going back to school, textbooks, calculators. It's generally a slower time of the year. And actually, now that I say that out loud, I did sell some classroom type stuff. So that's cool. Glad I had something in the store. But either way, I procrastinated on something and it worked out very much in my favor, which unfortunately has been something that's happened my whole life. I'm a terrible procrastinator, but it's because I've procrastinated at a high success rate. I would always wait till the night before to write a 5-page paper and then get like a B+ on it. Could I have worked harder and got the A? Yes. Was it much better, in my opinion, to do a lot less work and spend a lot less time and get a B+? Also yes. It's a battle of mine. I've been trying to correct it for 20 years. It's not working. I've noticed most other places are already back to school, and my kids don't start till next week. That's always been like that in my area. I think it's just the weather type of thing. Like they try to put school where, you know, summer fits the best. But I'm so excited for them to go back to school. Not because I don't like my children or love my children or want to spend time with them. It's because I'm having to, and it's so frustrating, I'm having to split time working and being with my kids, so I never get to fully do one of them. My kids are always disappointed because I got to do some work. My work is always faltering or not getting enough done, or I always feel like I need to be doing something else instead of just being able to fully work, which that will get corrected. Once school starts, I will have time where I get to just work, and then I will get to have time where I get to just spend with my kids, and I'm very excited about that. Let's go ahead and start pulling orders. The procrastination story. A2, it's a set A2, great courses. Okay, says A2, but it's definitely not here. B2, here we go. Great courses to learn music, something. How to listen to understand great music. There we go, from the Great Courses series. And these are CDs, audio books, I guess is probably what you would call them. Maybe they're DVDs, but I think they're audiobooks. I said it with such confidence and then questioned myself immediately. That's basically my life in general. This set right here, I got these at the big church sale at the beginning of the summer where I paid $92 for everything. I accepted an offer, $17.50 free shipping. I think I had them listed $29.99 free shipping, but the sell-through rate is very bad. Very, very bad. There's a possibility that they would never sell, so I knew when I listed them, I'm going to list them at a fair price, and I'm also going to take almost any money offered. I would have taken less, because they were trying to get them for $15, and I kept countering $19.99. If I'd realized that this book set of Boxcar Children was also going to that buyer, I would have taken the $15 offer, because I get to combine shipping and save money, therefore make more money, more money, more money. So yeah, $17.50, and they're both media mail, which is also a big plus. So I will now lump those together, and there's a chance it'll end up still not going media mail and going Ground Advantage. Ground Advantage plus eBay discount it's, I wouldn't say 50-50, it's probably 40-60, where Ground Advantage ends up being cheaper. Next up, it's a Golden Age Comics Digest #2, this one here, with the Flintstones and Yogi Bear. And I got these from the sale where I paid $70 for 3 boxes of Barbies and other dolls and clothes, and a box of books, mostly kids books. A lot of them are still sitting right here. I listed a few more today. I had suspected, and I'm 100% correct, that the books will pay for everything. And this, I don't want to like blow smoke up my own butt here, but this could be $1,500 in Barbies and stuff. I won't know till I get through it, but that's a very likely number. But this one was one of the ones I listed, and it sold. I accepted an offer, $25 free shipping. Yes, $25. I had it listed $29.99. I got an offer within minutes for $25, and I said, yup, taking that. Specifically, there was not all of these Golden Comics Digest books were worth listing individually. There was this one, number 2, this one, number 1, and then most of the others were not. I did a lot of 3 right here, and I think this might be $19.99 for the 3 of them, which still, that's great. I mean, no one at a garage sale. I got to get more books on these shelves. It drives me crazy that they're flopping around. Or bookends. Maybe get some bookends, Drew. Use your brain. But at a garage sale, nobody is assuming those are worth any amount of money. So keep an eye out for the Golden Comics Digest. There's also a Golden Disney Digest, or it's a Disney Comics Digest. I have one of those listed too, but that's down in the W, so I'm not dragging that out. Next up, B3G is a sealed $1 million something game expansion pack, which I don't think I ended up listing the game. I think I put the game in the garage sale. I'm not positive, but for the expansion pack that I think I paid $1 for at a garage sale, I ran a sale over the weekend and it sold for $12.45 free shipping. And weirdest thing, I know what happens, it's one of those things where you think of a word like shrimp, and then all of a sudden you hear a commercial for shrimp, or somebody at a restaurant's talking about shrimp. I guess it makes sense. Or you just in conversation over here. And it's not so much that you saying it made it happen. It triggers your brain to then listen for it. It's like when you buy say you buy a yellow Toyota Camry. I don't even think they make a yellow one, but whatever. Then all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, look at all these yellow Toyota Camrys. I've never noticed these before. It's not that there's more. It's that now you're noticing them. But I was wandering around the garage and I looked at this item and I said, I wonder how long it's going to take to sell that. And it sold that day. So that one was a little different. Kind of freaked me out for a second. I was like, who in my head is doing some shopping? I should just say that about the expensive items. I wonder how long it's going to take to sell this bowl set. I wonder how long it's going to take to sell these Pyrex. Put it out in the ether. Hopefully something happens. Next up, Pat 8 is a Simplicities craft pattern, and I filled one box. It looks like about 30 fit, so I got Pat 1 through 30 minus number 1 because it sold, and then my jibber jabbing made me forget my number. 8. Where are we at? 6, 7, 8. Nope. Good counting, Drew. 8. That's how numbers work. So Simplicity 8418 is these bear crafts. These ones. Look out for these ones, the ones with the bears. I have, I think, 3 listed. This one, of course, sold, but it sold on sale, which means it could have sold not being on sale. $22.69 free shipping. Yeah. So the Barbie ones, look out for those. These specifically, the bear crafts, not all the crafts, the ones with the bears, look out for. I don't remember how much the other one's listed for, but I think the other one is cut, and that one was uncut. But $22.69, listed a couple days. Oh, and speaking of the craft ones, Pat 9. I guess it was, I must have known it. I just knew it already that I needed this one as well. This one not as good, but this is 9524. It is bunnies and bears. And for that one, on sale again, $9.78 free shipping. What little I had paid for some of the patterns is already paid for. Every penny I make from here on out on the patterns is 100% profits. That's why, for myself, but I also try to get that out to you guys, protecting your downside risk it's so much better than trying to reach for that upper dollar. Because if you get burnt on that, which if you make the money, yeah. If you know what you're doing, yeah. But if you buy something on auction and you were off a little bit and it was supposed to be this model number and you didn't look the right model number, or you didn't see a little bit of damage, now you're trying to just recoup your money. Whereas I'm paying $0 for something that I'm still going to make hundreds of dollars on. And speaking of losing out on money, don't do auctions. Don't do them. It's just, it's not so much I care about the other people losing out on their money. It's that you ruin the market for me. That's what bothers me. I listed, I'll put a picture up of it. Actually, I took some screenshots of some pricing, so I'll put them up. It's a Bulova. It's a Bulova tube clock radio. It's out of my depth for me to fix it, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think just one of the tubes needs to be replaced. So whatever. That's not the point of the story. In full functioning form is 150 bucks plus ship, somewhere in that range. Maybe 125. I don't remember exactly. And someone sold one, minty fresh, awesome, fully functional, auctioned it, got one bid on what is a long tail item. You're waiting for one buyer on that item. You're not waiting for two buyers to compete against each other. You're pricing it high. I would say put best offer. So then when someone does go to buy it, they can say, hey, I want it for a little less. That kind of thing. Leave some room for negotiation. But to run an auction on a long tail item, it sold for like $30. Why? Why do that? It just makes absolutely no sense. I'm going to get more money for mine that doesn't function, even though I think someone who goes to, I fully believe the person that goes to buy it will know already, oh, I need to replace the tubes. I did a video of it in the listing. They will be aware of the problem before they buy it. But I'll get more money for mine, not fully functional, than they did for theirs, fully functional and in better shape than mine. It just makes no sense. And I kept racking my brain, when would I run an auction? When would I possibly ever think about running an auction? Because I used to only run auctions if I didn't care how much money I got for it and I just wanted it gone. I don't do that anymore. If I get to that point, it ends up in my garage sale. Because I've only had that be successful one time and I've got burnt on it twice. So I don't even do that anymore. The only times I would, if you are very aware that the item is in high demand and something specific, I guess it'd be like, say you got like a DiMaggio rookie card or something, you know, something where they don't come up often. And every time they do, the price goes up and up and up. So you would already know that it's going to be a good item to auction. So if you don't have that knowledge, don't do it. The only other reason I could think was if I did it very part-time, just like some side money, and I lived in a place like an apartment and I had limited storage space where I wanted to go out on the weekend, buy 25 items, and I wanted them to sell that week. And then I move those items along for however much money I make, and I repeat that process over and over and over again. That would be something that makes sense to me. It's costing you too much to hang on to the items. You need what you buy to sell as soon as possible. That was the only other thing I could think of. Beyond that, I got nothing. Any of you run auctions out there at a high success rate where you wouldn't have been better off by just setting a price and accepting best offers? I don't know. Seems unlikely. Next up, C4 is a Pyrex Visionware. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pyrex. Oh, no. I don't see it. Ay, ay, ay. Well, let me do the old put the camera down and look for it. This item's been listed forever. I'm hoping it exists and it's not like a sell similar multi-quantity issue, which I don't know if that's still a thing, but for a while, if you had a multi-quantity listing, say of 2 or 3 or whatever that number is, and you ended and sold similar, the listing would repopulate with the original quantity. And so that was a problem for a while. I thought they fixed it. I don't know if that's the case here, but let me hope it's not. Well, let's see if it's, you probably got, I mean, you guys are probably yelling at me all the time because I said C4 and then I went to A4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C4. Let's see. Let's look together if Drew just needs to maybe slow down, listen to what I'm saying to myself. But I also don't really see it over here. That's how you know something's been listed a while. It gets buried in the back. And it is a multi-quantity listing. At least I guess it's great I could remember that part of it because you'll see a couple of them stacked back here. But this one right here, Pyrex Amber Vision V1C. And Visionware, the brown and the cranberry, that's one of those things with like Revealware copper bottom pans like that, the Corningware cornflower blue casserole dishes. Those were, honestly, those were probably half of my store at one point. Great when I started, not so great now. They are still, I would still say those are good items for people just getting started because you can find them. So that's, I would suggest for that, if you have no idea what to buy and you're just shooting in the dark, your Visionware glass, not so much the non-stick bottom ones. The cranberry ones I would still probably pick up, but I haven't price checked in a long time. I've been avoiding glassware like the plague. And for that, I got on sale $13.34 free shipping. Next up, D4 is a Chamberlain D1, 2, 3, 4 Lift Master. It's a control for like a garage door opener, I think. In, I hope, this box. Oh, this is heavy. Yes, right here. It's like an industrial door push button opener. I got that in a Mikhail mystery box. So less than $1. I don't even think that was on sale. It caught in like the weird 30 seconds. I don't run a sale. $39.99 plus shipping. That's a great sale. This basically saved my weekend because beyond that, you know, it was okay. Ugh. Not the best. Next up, A5 is a Plantronics earpiece of some kind. A5. Oh, it's on one of these random items laying about up here that should have been in a drawer, but whatever. It's sold. I'll pull that price tag. I guess I'll pull this Salvation Army price tag off of there, which this is my Salvation Army's price tag. Oh, that's it. I'm a dummy. Look at me. Oh, well, yeah, let me pull it off there. Oh, I pulled it off. You. Jeez. It's a Bluetooth. I'm a dummy. But either way, that's pretty good. It must be going international or something because it's plus shipping. $22.99 plus shipping. No, they just paid for shipping on a free shipping item. They must need it quickly. I don't know. It's a drop shipper though, because they said please don't include an invoice, which I never would ever. Why would I waste the paper or ink? The only reason I would maybe want to put an invoice in with my packages is if there's many items in there and you have to keep it organized. It is a safety net against if you have an issue with your label coming off. They can open the package. There's an inventory in there, an invoice in there with the address. They can still get it to the person or at least get it back to you. But the amount of times that would happen, to me, is not worth the amount of money I would have to spend in ink. Ink is expensive. Pass. Paper and ink, pass. Don't want to do it. Oh, and I just had another pending sale get paid for, and it is B3I, a Rogers, I guess let me give you some more info than just nothing. A Rogers 1881 Oneida B3I. Here we go. Salt and pepper shaker. And I'm not sure if it was the exact same one, but I think it was. I think I got this exact same set in a Mikhail mystery box one time, and then I picked this up also at that church sale from the beginning of the year. So that's ended up being quite lucrative. I'll probably, because they do it every year, I'll probably, whatever I buy next year, I'll toss in like an extra 20 just because it ended up being really good on a lot of stuff. Maybe that's how I'll go forward, because when I'm there I don't have time to look stuff up, so I'm just grabbing, paying what I think is fair, which I have no obligation to give them any more money. It's a fair trade. They have the things, I gave them the money, no obligation to that at all. Because of the way I pick, where I don't know and I'm just kind of grabbing, and this one did work out well, I'll probably throw this extra. It's like a block from my house. I know all the people that go to that church, been to weddings, funerals at that church. I don't see any reason why not. Because, to get to the point, $28 free shipping. I think I had it listed $34.99 free shipping, but I'm taking it. That's great profits, and this weekend sales were miserable. There would be a lot of people that would say that's not a way to do it. Like, why would you take less money just because sales are worse? You should just let it work itself out. That's fine, but I want the money. I like dollars in my pocket, not things on my shelf. I run a store, not a storage unit. I'm cashing in when I'm cashing in. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. Let me just, I got more cliches I could throw out there? I should have thrown a tip of the day at the beginning of it. Well, that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other. Just really neat. Hey, do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let's go. I'm good at this.